A modern army armed with machine guns went to war against birds and lost. This bizarre event took place in Australia during the Great Depression. What began as a farming problem would soon become one of the strangest military operations in history. After World War I, many Australian veterans were given farmland in remote areas. They worked hard to build new lives, but nature had other plans. Every year, large numbers of emus migrated across the countryside, but in 1932, nearly 20,000 birds entered farming regions and began destroying crops. The birds trampled fences, destroyed wheat fields, and consumed valuable crops. Farmers watched helplessly as months of work disappeared. Desperate farmers contacted the government and asked for help. Their request was unusual. They wanted the army to deal with the birds. Surprisingly, the government agreed. Soldiers were sent to Western Australia with machine guns and ammunition. The operation was about to begin. On paper, the mission looked simple. A few soldiers, powerful weapons, and thousands of large birds. Everyone expected a quick victory, but the emus didn't behave the way anyone expected. Instead of staying together, they scattered into smaller groups and ran in different directions. Every time the soldiers opened fire, the birds moved too quickly. Hitting large numbers of targets proved much harder than expected. The soldiers quickly discovered another problem. The emus were incredibly fast. They could run at speeds of nearly 50 kilometers per hour, making them difficult targets even in open fields. During one attack, the soldiers spotted a large group of birds and opened fire, but the emus immediately scattered in every direction, turning an easy target into complete chaos. Some soldiers later joked that the birds seemed organized. Large groups often appeared to have one or two emus acting like lookouts, warning the others of danger. Frustrated by the lack of results, the soldiers tried mounting a machine gun onto a military truck. The idea was simple: chase the birds and fire while moving. The plan sounded good in theory. In reality, the terrain was too rough. The truck bounced violently across the ground, making accurate shooting almost impossible. After days of effort, thousands of rounds of ammunition had been fired, yet only a small number of birds had actually been eliminated. News of the operation began spreading across the country. Newspapers found the story hilarious. Many joked that the Australian army was losing a war against birds. The public couldn't believe it. An army equipped with machine guns was struggling to defeat a flock of flightless birds. Eventually, the government decided to end the operation. The military withdrew, and the birds remained in the countryside. Technically, the army had inflicted some losses on the emus, but it had completely failed to solve the farmers' problem. Farmers eventually turned to other methods, such as stronger fencing and pest control programs. These solutions proved far more effective than military action. Today, the Emu War remains one of the strangest events in military history. It is remembered as the time a modern army armed with machine guns went to war against birds and failed to win.